Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Timothy Taylor, 50 North Front Street. I just wanted to follow up on something Councilman Halbert said about the version that's in front of you now for the proposed amendments. As everybody's been saying, back on August 4th, there were a lot of discussions amongst all the parties as to what to put in place. There were discussions and substantive discussions, and there were some agreements made as a result of that. This morning, when I looked at what appeared to be the final version of that, not every one of those discussions, those issues was reflected, and that's, as Councilman Halbert indicated, I actually made the additional revisions that reflected all the agreements that were made at that time back on August 4th. As a counsel for the Police Association, we had no problem with the proposal that was put forth after those discussions were had on August 4th. We still have some concerns. We think those concerns could perhaps be worked out in the operational procedure of the CLERB, procedural rules and things like that. But we look forward to working with CLERB to establish a system that is both just and fair for the citizens as well as the police officers, both as citizens and employees. The MPA understands the need for this, understands the public's desire to see this sort of system in place. Since the only other issue I would note, not really an issue, just an observation, that since this was last discussed, the agreement has come out between the city and the Shelby County Sheriff's Department and the TBI for the TBI to conduct investigations. That may throw an unforeseen dynamic into the operations, but we may not have any effect at all. I just simply want to point out that it did exist. And with that, once again, the MPA looks forward to working with CLERB to establishing a system that will be both fair and just for the citizens, the employees, and the police officers.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Edie Love, Jacob Flower.